Hello, welcome to the ButHerFly Boudoir. I am Madame ButHerFly, and today we are back at it. We are here for another Love After Lockup review. Now before we get started, I want y'all to get into this jacket. Get into it, baby. If you are a 90s baby, you know what this jacket means. This is the Martin jacket from the hit sitcom Martin. Listen, y'all, look at the sleeve. These are all of the characters' names. Martin, Gina, Pam, Tommy, Cole. Get into it. Listen, let me stand up and show y'all the back, because I need y'all to really get into this. What? Do y'all see that? Get into it. Listen. Alright, y'all, I'm showing y'all this jacket because I still have my 500 subscriber giveaway going on, y'all. I have been trying to hit that 500 mark for some time now, y'all. So let's get into it, alright, y'all. If y'all have not seen my 500 subscriber giveaway video, please go up here and take a look at it. I made a cute little promo video to give away this jacket. I have this jacket in a emerald green color. It's very, very cute, y'all. Please go look at that video and subscribe to the channel to become a part of the ButHerFly gang, the Fly Girl gang. Get into it, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, get a chance to win a Martin jacket. Alright, y'all. Let's get into the reason why we are here. If you guys are ready, you know I'm ready. Let's get into it. The show opens up with Hugh Hefner and Lisa. Hugh Hefner, better known as Stan. Okay, that's what I call Stan. That's the vibes that I get from Stan. He looks like Hugh Hefner to me. He be wearing the smoking jackets, the robe like Hugh. That's what, and it's not a bad thing, Stan. That is not a bad thing. I'm complimenting you. That is a compliment. Alright, so it starts out with Stan and Lisa. And honestly, y'all, I don't have anything bad to say about Stan. I love Stan. Stan is so adorable to me. He is like, he's an older man he's lonely. He's looking for a partner. He's looking for someone to continue to grow into old age with. He lost his wife, and so the man is lonely. He's 65 years old, and he's looking for companionship. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have nothing bad to say about Stan. But we see him eating. We see him snacking with Samuel the cat, alright? Now, I have heard of cat ladies, but cat men, I have never. Okay, and it appears that he's got two cats, because when he was talking to Sam, he said, "Where's your sister?" So I'm assuming there's another cat somewhere roaming the house. But he's feeding Sam, and he's eating, and then he gets a call from Lisa, alright? Lisa says she can't wait to come back to the house to do that thing that they do in the basement. Now, what is the thing that they do in the basement? Now, as soon as they said that, I immediately thought about Candy and Portia from the Housewives of Atlanta. Now, you remember when Portia was accusing Candy of doing sexual things in her dungeon? I was like, well, what they doing in their basement? Is it the same thing? Is it... Do they have 50 shades of gray, blue, purple, red, all that going on in the basement? Listen, Stan, he said he with it. He said he is open sexually to try anything at least once. Get it, Stan? So, also in that conversation, Lisa mentions how she would like to meet his daughters. When is she gonna meet them? And he basically says what I feel a lot of kids say when they lose a parent. They don't want to see their remaining parent, the living parent, with somebody else. And it's not out of spite or anything against the new person. It's just, you know, that person isn't going to be their mother or their father. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to see the living parent with somebody else. They don't want to see the living parent with someone who is not their mother or their father. You know, so I get it. I really do. I get it. And that's normal. But listen, Stan is getting up there in age, all right? And I'm assuming his wife has passed for some time now. And of course, he would still love to be with his wife, okay, but he can't, all right? It's time for Stan to move on. He lonely, he wants some companionship, all right? Stacy, Samantha, Daddy wants some companionship, all right? He wants somebody rocking with him on that porch in the rocking chair. He deserves love, but I absolutely get it. I understand it, but it don't look like Lisa gonna be meeting the kids anytime soon. Now, he does say in his will, the children will get, I think, 25% or 25K, something like that. And he said Lisa would get that too, the same amount. I'm like, ooh. Will she get it, or is she getting it? Because I'm not sure if she's included in his will already. So I'm like, be careful, Stan. All right, so later on in the episode, we see Stan going to a wig shop. All right, so we know from the previous episode that Lisa says she looks different now. She feels like she looks like a boy. So he wants to buy her some wigs to kind of boost up her confidence, make her feel pretty and beautiful. So he goes to get some wigs. Listen, I'm with it. All right, I'm with it. All right, he's looking for some long blonde hair. He said he's pretty sure she still looks beautiful, but he feels she's most beautiful when she's got some long flowing blonde tracks. So he's looking at some wigs and he's picked out 3, and the sales lady says they're going to be $1,300 in total. Now, some people would think that's a lot, but for human hair, for good quality human hair wigs, they are going to be a bit pricey. And you're buying 3 of them, so, you know, it's not out of the norm for them to be that much, especially if you're getting 3. So, you know, I was like, okay, I get it. But then the sales lady has said, are you the boyfriend or the sugar daddy? And Stan said, I'm both. I'm both, baby. I'm the man, and I'm gonna provide you whatever you want, boo, whatever you want. Okay, Stan. Now, when Stan is leaving, he gets another call from Lisa, and she's telling him that her brother got arrested. He was in a high-speed chase, and his bond is $30,000. Now, apparently, she's calling because she wants Stan to put up the bail money. Now, I already see it on Stan's face. Stan ain't with it. He ain't trying to give him no type of money to get him out of jail. He's telling Lisa, look, he ain't gonna learn if you keep bailing him out. You gotta let him go through it and feel the consequences. That'll make him change. He also lets us know that Lisa comes from a family of convicts. Her dad is a murderer. When he said that, I was like, her dad is a murderer? Who he murdered? Like, wow. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That's big. And so he doesn't want her hanging with her family. And normally I would not agree with that. I would, you know, say, oh no, nobody is keeping me from my family. I don't care how much I love you. But with that type of background, and to see that she has followed in that path, I would agree with Stan. I would agree with Stan, because unfortunately that could cause her to continuously do things that's gonna get her in trouble. So yeah, unfortunately I would agree with Stan and say the same thing. Look, if me and you gonna be together, you gonna have to push your family to the side, because they're not gonna be no good for you no way. Your daddy is a murderer. But that's all that was with Stan and Lisa. Stan wasn't with it. He ain't trying to give no money. I hope he doesn't fold and end up giving him the bail money. But, you know, Stan ain't with it. I hope Stan does not get hurt. I really like Stan. I think he's a sweet, genuine person. I do believe he's going to get hurt in the end. I just hope it's not that bad. But I know he's going to get hurt. All right. We're going to move on to Deontay and Nicole. All right, so he's getting ready to go pick up old girl. He's trying to pump himself up, do push-ups, all that stuff. So we're waiting for Nicole on the side of the road. She finally comes out, all right? He's excited, he happy, he hyped, he's horny. They embrace, they're kissing and all that. And I have to say, Nicole, for coming out of prison, she looks nice. She looks nice. I'm not even gonna front. She looks nice. She's pretty. Her body is nice. She got a nice little shape on her. Look like she look thick in the back. Look look like she may be a little thick in the back. Now I know she had some things in her back pockets. I don't know if they were cell phones or what, but she was looking a little thicky. Did y'all see that? Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. I think she's a cute little girl. She got a cute little shape. You know what I'm saying? Deontay was definitely feeling her. For sure. He was all up on his boo thing. He was telling her she is his world. Ain't nothing he ain't gonna do for her. So he busts out the bottle of wine. They cheers to her getting out. And then he gives her the envelope, the infamous envelope that we saw from the previous episode with $1,000 in it, okay? Obviously her eyes lit up. She fanning herself with the money. She can't wait to spend it. Now, when they were out there in front of the jail, kissing and all that, she said to the camera, we can't wait to be alone. But in her confessional, when she was by herself, baby girl was like, I like him, but I don't know if we gonna sleep together yet. Listen, baby girl done got herself $1,000 in cash. She done came out of prison with $1,000. She done fold that up, put it in her bra. She good. She good. She don't know if he gonna get the good, but we gonna see. From the previews of the season, it looks like she wants some breast implants, and she ain't gonna give him none till she get the breast implants. So obviously I feel like she's gonna be playing him. She's gonna be taking him from all that she can get from him, and I believe she's going to get all that she can get from him because he's so in love with her. But yeah, Nicole, I was surprised that she was as cute as she was coming out of prison, you know. Over the past seasons of Love After Lockup, I feel like she's one of the more decent women or people coming out of prison on the show. Except old boy from the last season. I forgot what his name is. But baby, he came out of prison. He's got long hair and he was all buff and stuff. He was with the crazy girl with the short haircut. And she got all jealous because grandma kept talking to him and she felt like grandma was trying to hit on him. I forgot his name, but I know y'all know who I'm talking about. If you are fans of Love After Lockup, you know who I'm talking about, baby. Now he was fine. That boy was fine. Listen, that boy was fine. Him. And then Fashion Nova, Jeremy, Prison Bae. That's Prison Bae. That's the first Prison Bae. Jeremy from Fashion Nova. That's the first Prison Bae. Then we got Prison Bae from the last season. And now, you know, now Nicole, she's decent too coming out of prison. But yeah, let me see. Was that it for them? I think that was it for Deontay and Nicole. Yeah. He gets her from prison. Gets her the money, he ready to hit it. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to Courtney and Josh. Alright, so she's still laying on the ground in her pickle costume, poor thing. The friend pulls back up with Josh and he goes and picks her off the ground, and you know, they're embracing, they're expressing how happy they are that this is over and they're able to be together. So she takes him to get some food, get something to eat. He's been locked up for 11 years, so he has not smelled all the goodness of food that we get in the free world. So he's smelling all these things and he's saying it smells like sex. Everything just smells good to him. So I think what he got was a burger and fries. I think that's all he got was a burger and fries. But he said that was the best burger he done ever had. I mean, obviously he's been in jail for 11 years. But yeah, a burger and fries. All right, so she takes him to her house and she shows him around the house, and he's excited and happy that he has a place to go to, because after 11 years he thought it was going to be so hard for him to get onto his feet, and he's just happy that he's got a place to come home to jumpstart him in the right direction. Now, I'm not trying to be mean, but for me it looked like when they got into the bedroom, like you could really see the floors of her bedroom, and it looked like her floors was dirty. It looked like they were white concrete floors. Like, I'm like, she needs some carpet? Like, was that tile? I don't know, it just looked like it was concrete and it was dirty. I'm like, ooh, baby girl, put some carpet down. But so, you know, she ready to do the damn thing. She horny, she ready to get into it. He's been locked up for 11 years, so he feel like he don't know what to do. He feel like he's a born again virgin. But like she said, it's just like riding a bicycle. Once you get started, listen, you gonna remember how to do it, okay? All of your membranes and all your body's yearning, and you gonna know. Your little man gonna let you know what to do, okay? If you don't know what to do, let him leave, all right? You just follow, okay? So they about to get it in. They about to get it in. Courtney, you could tell when they were kissing, she was holding up her phone, so you know she was doing like a little selfie video. But they was getting it in so much that she dropped the phone, cause baby, it was about that time. That was it for them. So far, I guess, you know, things are going good with them. He seems like a pretty decent guy. I don't feel like his intentions are to play her or use her. You know, I think his intentions are genuine with her so far, but we will see. All right, so next we have Rachel and Doug. All right, so it's 2 days before Doug gets out of jail. He calls Rachel and he wants to make sure she's spoken to his parole officer and gotten all the details so he knows what to do, where to go when he comes out of jail, where he's paroling, all that good stuff, because he don't want to get sent back to jail. She has not followed up. She ain't spoken to his parole officer, and he heated. He is mad. She's slacking on her job. He feel like he gonna have to start barking out orders because she ain't listening, ain't doing what she's supposed to do. She said the longest that he's been out of jail is 40 days. 40 days and 40 nights. I'm like, wow, okay. That's crazy. So she's meeting up with her mom, and they're just talking about Doug and him getting out. And so we find out that he's not the first convict that she's been with. She's actually been married to a convict who was also a heroin addict. I'm like, girl. So she says her intentions wasn't to get another convict. She initially just wrote him for friendship. So I'm like, is this a pen pal situation? You were just looking for a pen pal, and so you decided to write him, and then you fell in love with him. I'm like, look, what? How you go, okay, if it happens one time, the first time, okay, you tried it once, you tried to talk to the person, it didn't work out. Why would you try it a second time? And then you're gonna say, I was just writing him for friendship. Then what? You already got friends, okay? We seen them two friends in a previous episode that came to your house. You got friends, okay? You ain't writing him because you was looking for friendship, okay? You was just trying to find another prison man because that's what you like. Hey, and I'm not judging you, but that's what you like. You like the bad boy types. You said you don't like the good boys. You don't like the accountants because they not rough for you. They not street enough for you. You like a bad boy, but Mama wasn't feeling it. Mama looking at her like, bitch, what? Why would you do this a second time? She then tells her mom that she spent $30,000 on him, and that includes trips going to see him, paying commissary, hotel stay, gas, all that has all added up to $30,000. I'm like, baby, listen. $30,000? I think that was basically it. Oh no, wait a minute. Rachel says he told her that he would tattoo her name on his genitalia, and she told him no way. Listen, I don't for a second believe she told him no way. I sure as hell feel like she said, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, she seems like that type. Like, ain't no way in hell he told her that. She was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try to tell me, because once you get someone's name tattooed on you, that's a curse. That's the end of the relationship. Listen, this relationship is already set up for failure because you're talking to someone who is a convict who hasn't been out of jail for longer than 40 days, this relationship is already set up for failure. So don't try to use the tattoo thing as an excuse. Although it is real. I feel like once you get somebody's name tattooed on you, baby, you're gonna curse the relationship. But I know ain't no way in hell she said no, don't get my name on you. I know damn well she was feeling herself like, okay, listen. But yeah, mommy ain't feeling it at all. She's feeling like all the rest of us looking at Rachel like, bitch, you stupid. Why are you doing this a second time? Mommy says she gonna be watching him. Baby, we all gonna be watching him. All right, so let's move on to Brittany and Ray. All right, so Brittany is on her way to her family's house. They're celebrating her dad's birthday, and she's also going to let them know about Ray. Okay, so she wears a big ass chain or a letter chain, and the letter is an R. Okay, so that's a first sign right there. Her name starts with a B. So her parents should have been like, or her family, why are you wearing an R around you? Now, unless it's her middle name, I don't know. But they should have been like, why are you wearing a chain with the letter R on it? Now, I didn't notice her dad's name was Roland. So she could say, oh, this is for daddy. But I mean, I don't know, did her family question that? Or does she wear it around her family? She had it on in this episode. So, I mean, I first thought it was a B, but then I noticed at the bottom, it's not connecting at the bottom. It's split, it's an R. So I was like, ain't nobody asked about the necklace? Anyway, so basically, she's just telling her family, she's been talking to him for 9 months. The family is upset, like, why would you wait 9 months to tell us that you're talking to somebody? And for them to find out that it's someone in prison, they are not happy with that in the slightest. They feel like she deserves somebody better. They feel like he's gonna take advantage of her. She tells him that he's in jail for drugs, so they definitely are not feeling that. They feel like he's going to fall back into old habits. He's going to use her. He's going to see what she has and try to take advantage of her. Mommy isn't feeling him at all. She don't want to meet him. She done let it be known, I don't want to meet him. Now, Dad said it's not that they don't like people who are in prison, because people can change. People can change. They can be reformed and all that stuff. But he don't like no prisoners for her. For her in particular. She was raised in the high society, and they don't see it like that. Now, she said she wasn't looking for him. It just kind of happened. We all saw in the first episode that she said he sent her a message on Facebook, and that's what started the conversation. So, family is just not with it. No matter what she says, they're not with it. Now, she tells them, they ask her, where's he gonna live when he gets out? She says he's going to have to go to a halfway house first, and then he's gonna parole to his dad's house. So she lied, okay, because she told us that he's gonna be living with her. So baby, you done lied to your family for 9 months, okay, by keeping it a secret. Now you done let them know, hey, I'm dating someone and he's in jail. They're not happy about that. Now you just lied to them and told them that he's staying with his daddy, when he gonna be staying with you. Listen, they already don't like this man. Once they find out you done brought him into your home, they is gonna be hella mad. I feel like mama is gonna be leading this whole thing. I feel like everybody else in the family, they are upset as well, and they don't like it, but mommy is the worst. Mommy don't like it the most. You know what I'm saying? Mommy is letting it be known. She ain't feeling it. You weren't raised like that, baby. So I feel like mommy is gonna give her the business the most. Y'all, I think that was it, because my notes don't go any further. Let me make sure I done hit on everybody. I feel like, isn't there still a few more couples that we need to meet? Or is that everybody? That might be everybody. Yeah, that might be everybody. We're just waiting for Ray to come out. We're waiting for Doug to come out. And we're waiting for Lisa to come out. Yeah. Yep, that's it. We done went through everybody. Alright, y'all. So now we have come to the point of the video that I like to call. And now, the prison bae, I'm going to take all of your money until the day I get out of jail and after, because you're that foolish and gullible. Award goes to... Alright, y'all. So this week's prison Bae is Nicole. Alright, Nicole is this week's prison bae. I think she's just so cute. Like physically, I think she's so cute. She's so little and petite. I think she's got cute little shape on her. And she's gonna give him the business. She is going to connive and manipulate him to giving her everything. Okay, that's what prison bae means over here. Prison bae is the person who is not only bae material as far as looks, you know, decent at least, you know, but also the person who's going to manipulate, who's going to connive, who is going to be the master of getting what they want from the people on the free world. And I feel like Nicole is this week's prison bae all the way. Alright y'all, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to leave me a comment, please feel free to do so down below. Let me know what y'all thought of this week's episode. And if you are not a fly girl yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel, because you can also win this Martin, well not this Martin jacket, but a Martin jacket if you subscribe. Alright you guys, you can also follow me on Instagram at Madame_ButHerFly. Alright guys, until the next time, please remember, stay focused, stay laughing, stay yourself, stay fly.